Well, for many of you out there, I suppose it's hard to believe, but it's been 40 years since Australia took pride of place on the world map during the 1956 Melbourne Olympic Games. Well, last week, the stars of 56 joined forces with today's Olympic champions to celebrate those great games once again. And like the Olympic Games themselves, there were a few surprises at the anniversary dinner.
November 22, 1956. It was the day when Melbourne officially became an Olympic city. Australia's 13 gold medals remains our best ever performance.
Cuthbert Stubnick Matthews, Australia, Germany, Australia. Cuthbert equaled Australian Marjorie Jackson's time, a world and Olympic record.
I welcome you here this evening to the 40th anniversary of the 1956 Melbourne Olympic Games.
40 years on, and those golden greats came back for a special anniversary dinner. The stars of yesteryear together with the heroes of Atlanta. The Melbourne Olympics were always going to be unique. The Melbourne Cricket Ground, the main stadium of what was to become known as the Friendly Games. A 19-year-old Ron Clark carried the torch into the opening ceremony.
Well, first of all, the torch was early, so we sat in a little chamber for about 15 or 20 minutes waiting for the cue. But even then, I don't think I expected the noise that hit me when I first came in. I was supposed to stop and wave the torch to the crowd, but really the noise was almost flattening, you know. And then everything was just very exciting. Ran round, torch was burning a bit. I didn't expect that. Things were dropping all over me, so I was tipping it sideways and trying to avoid it a bit and enjoy the moment.
What does the anniversary mean, the 40th anniversary?
I think it's nice to look back. What's the saying? You know, the older we get, the better we used to be. I think there's a bit of that goes around.
Shirley Delahunty, better known as Shirley Strickland, won 2 golds and still struggles to explain what it's like to compete in front of your home crowd.
Quite unbelievable. I didn't think they'd come, but they did. I mean, I was used to competing in Europe in front of many, many thousands of people because Europeans followed track and field. But nobody followed track and field in Australia. This was amazing.
High drama and the Olympics go hand in hand. On Friday night, popular athletics official Judy Patching provided it by falling from the stage. Rushed to hospital with a broken arm, the veteran game starter was straight back on the blocks yesterday.
Yeah, I only stepped back about half a pace. So that was it. Yeah, I was a bit worried myself, you know. I think a lot of people thought it was part of the act, but it wasn't.
American discus champion Al Orta won the first of an historic 4 successive Olympic golds in Melbourne. He returned with a host of fond memories, but controversially questioned if the same Olympic ideal exists today.
I thought the competition in Atlanta was superb, but I thought the city of Atlanta really got a black eye. It was a wonderful competition, but I don't know if the city of Atlanta really and truly isn't going to enjoy the reputation as an Olympic city. I think Melbourne has that reputation, and it's well-deserved.
Kieran Perkins, the women's hockey team, and Susie O'Neill were crowned the outstanding Aussie performers in Atlanta.
I'd like to say also it's such a great thrill for me to be in a room with all my childhood idols. Like I remember reading Betty Cuthbert's autobiography when I was in high school, and it's a great thrill to meet a lot of my childhood heroes. It's just like a dream come true for me. And I was speaking to a few of the 56 Olympians outside, and they were telling me about what it was like competing in their home country, and that's what I really want to do. And I'd love to go to Sydney. I'd love to go back to back. So thanks a lot for the award.
Perkins quickly congratulated by 56 1,500-metre freestyle gold medalist Murray Rose.
Well, it only gets better. I mean, if you can do all right overseas, it's just easier when you get an iron. I mean, I've always felt very lucky and very privileged that when I competed in my first Olympics in Melbourne, that the Olympics were at home and I had the whole support of my own crowd. And that's what Kieran and the team will have in 2000.
Mark Doran for Sports World.
Yes, 40 years down the track, the memories of Melbourne still very vivid in those people's minds, and most of us now look forward to 4 years' time when the Games 2000 here in Sydney. Take a break. Be back with more in a moment.